Hi, this is Seema, and today I'm bringing you a new lesson on short forms used at work. Short forms or abbreviations that we use when we are talking to our work colleagues. The reason I'm bringing you this topic is because I wanted to share my experience with all of you as a new employee like 5 years ago when I started my career in a company. And I remember that on the first day of work, I kind of just walked into the office and I overheard two employees talking about some kind of work that they had to get done. And I was shocked. I was really scared because a lot of words that they used did not make any sense to me. Some of those short forms that they were talking about are mentioned on the board here. Let me tell you how their conversation went, okay? One lady said to the other, the VP needs you to speed mail a package to the HR department right away. And FYI, you also need to send a memo about your OT to the CPO. And if I were you, I would also CC the memo to the CFO because in business, the golden rule is to CYA. Did you understand any of that? I don't think so. Well, neither did I. I was shocked. I was bewildered. And I thought that, this is really a difficult job to work in because I don't understand a thing. But the good news is that these are mere abbreviations. They're only short forms. Okay, let's look at what they really mean. So, when the person said that the VP, what do you mean by VP? A VP is a job title, a short form for the vice president. So, when someone says VP in your office, that's not French, it's not Latin. It means that they're referring to the vice president who is like a very senior manager, a big person in your company, okay? Next, the VP asked you to speed mail. What is speed mail? A speed mail is a speed post. A lot of people use FedEx these days. In fact, most of us do. It is basically an overnight delivery service. So overnight delivery services are used in many offices like your FedEx. In India, you have a speed post and various other options. HR, what is an HR? An HR is a department called the Human Resource Department. And the Human Resources Department is a must in every organization, in every company, which looks after each and every employee right from the time they start their job to all their needs while they are in their job until they leave the organization. That's what an HR or a Human Resource Department does. FYI, if I say FYI, I'm trying to say for your information. A very commonly used abbreviation used when you are speaking with someone or when you are sending an email to people. FYI, very commonly used. Memo, what is a memo? So if I say FYI, you also need to send a memo. A memo is a short form of a memorandum. Well, how would you define a memorandum? A memorandum is a list of things that need to be done. It talks about the rules or the statutes of a company that need to be followed. So that's what a memorandum is, okay? It gives you a to-do list of what needs to be done and what needs to not be done. All right, now what is an OT? An OT is something that all you hard workers are very familiar with. Yes, an OT means overtime. Very hard work, of course, but Some of us have to do it to earn that extra money. So when I say that, FYI, for your information, I have to memo, or you have to memo, a copy of the overtime to the CPA. Well, what is a CPA? Well, like the VP, that is the Vice President, CPA is also a very important job designation or a job title that a person in the company holds. And a CPA is your Chief Public Accountant. Well, a Chief Public Accountant is somebody who handles your salary, your pay, the expenses within the company. So, very important person, okay? Then, like I said, the story that I overheard between two employees, one of them told the other to CC a copy of the memo. What does CC mean? When you type an email, you have an option of, doing a CC. Basically, it means sending a copy. So I may email or send you something, but then I will send the same copy of what I've sent you to another person. And with that, I mean that I'm sending you a copy or CCing it to you. CFO, another very important designation, a very important person in the company called the Chief Financial Officer. Well, that's a very important role in a company. A Chief Financial Officer. So you have a CPA, you have a CFO, and you have a VP. 3 highly esteemed job titles in a company. All right, so last we have a CYA. What is a CYA? The full form is cover your ass. Well, this is a very informal way of talking to your work employee. So I don't recommend you use it while you are talking to a superior or when you are typing an email. You don't do that. But it is an informal way of saying that it is better to stay safe than sorry. In a way, it tells you to play safe. Okay, and the reason why this work colleague was telling it to her friend was because you need to be very careful when you are, doing some work, because she wants to make sure that her OT or her overtime salary was credited to her account, and therefore she was sending a copy not only to the CPA or the Chief Public Accountant, but she was also making sure that the CFO or the Chief Financial Officer was aware about it. So she was playing safe, wasn't she? And that's what covering your ass means. It means that you are safe and you play it safe so that you have no problems. Okay? Well, that's it from me from this chapter on short forms or abbreviations that we use while we are at work. Well, I'll be back with some more idioms, with some more lessons on other topics. Until then, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.